Hi, Colin here at Great Escape Super RV Center. I'm going to show you your control board right here. Right here we have our battery level that's showing full. We got a freshwater tank, our black, and then we have two gray tanks and a galley tank, which is another gray tank. We have our slide out buttons in and out. They're well marked. We have our fan up here. It's simple, just push open. It opens up and then we can turn on our fan. Simple as that, and away it goes. Closing it now. We have our awning switch. We have our Magnum remote switch, which goes to our inverter, which runs our residential fridge when you lose power. We have just our simple light switches right here, on and off. And this right here is, this little computer board is only for our leveling system. If the leveling system were to fault out, it would say press enter to clear fault, and that's what you would do. It's quite simple. Read all your instructions on all that. Right over here, we have our heating control and air control. We got the fan. We have our cooling and then our heat, and then off. If for any reason you touch these two buttons simultaneously, it'll go to Celsius. Just touch them again and it'll go to Fahrenheit. Right here is our bathroom. What's real important here is when you travel that you make sure this is locked down into the lock position. It clicks and locks. We also have a GFI. If you were to get into your unit and something's not working electrical wise, just reset your GFI. And as you notice, there's no silicone on the base of the shower panel. It does not require silicone, so please don't silicone it. We'll come in here to our bedroom. Once again, we have another thermostat. This simply your fan speed, your cool, your furnace, and then off. Go ahead, we have storage underneath the bed. Simple as that. Great storage right there. We have our emergency exit window. You just pull, slide that, and you jump right out of the window. Right here, we have a closet. We also, this is where we hook up a washer and dryer if you were to need one. It's got all the hookups. And a simple push button on and off switch for the closet. We have little locks here for our sliding doors. Just slide it. There's your other two chairs for your dining room table. And once again, we got a little push button. Nice storage in this unit. Make sure that those are clip closed when you go to travel. You also have pull down shades here. Pull down the shade. If any reason that shade would not stay up, you're going to go ahead and grab this cord, wrap it one time around there, and it'll stay up for you. We also have our light switch right over here that turns off the lights above the bed, and a switch that turns off the lights in the bedroom itself. Down here we got the hallway light switch. Come over here to our stove. You simply just turn the gas on like so, click it, it will light, and then you can operate any way you want. Right here is our oven, and down here is going to be our little thermocouple. So when we turn this, we hold that at the pilot. We go ahead and click it. Once it's lit, hold it for 5 seconds until the thermocouple heats up. Let go, and then you can adjust your temperature of your oven. The switch up here turns on the night light. The switch down here turns on the night light and oven light. Never close the glass when the stove is hot. Got your light right here and your fan. We have a standard microwave. We have a sink, and this is for karaoke night. Right here, we have our AM, FM stereo CD, DVD player. What's real important is when you do put a DV in there, you're going to find which HDMI is on the TV, and you're simply going to make sure that your speaker B zone is off. That's the outside speakers. Over here we got a residential refrigerator. Always make sure you put the lock on it. It's a nice size refrigerator. We also have another little switch here. This turns on some off lighting here. You can't really see it during the day, but it's actually shining down there like so. What's important is when you do turn off your lights in your unit, you're going to have to go around and make sure that the manual lights are off. This is a three-way recliner. You just simply pull up and it reclines down. Over here, we have a bed. We just remove the cushions like so. Simply just lift up, we pull up, we extend our legs down, lay it down, pull this down, and our cushions go back to the head. And now you have a bed. So we just lift this up, retract the legs in, give a little bump with the knee, and it sets down. And this is our middle cushion, like so. I bet you've never seen a person make a bed that quick. Okay, come over here. And then we have right here. Come on, open. How's that? What this is a converter. This converts 110 into 12 volt. You have 12 volt fuses here. If a fuse were to blow, a little light should come on. That doesn't mean it will, but it should. And these are just regular circuit breakers. When they break, you just go ahead and reset them. Well, once again, check your GFI if you have an electrical issue. Right here is our propane detector. You push that and check every day. Let it go through its cycle. That is a wired 12 volt device. Okay, normally it's 3 beeps. Okay, and then above here you'll see you have smoke alarms. You check those daily. That is a 9 volt battery and they're new batteries. And then right here you have your fire extinguisher. Come on down here. With your stairs here, just simply lift them up, the more right steps. Click them in like that. That just holds it, so when you open up the door, they don't fall at you. Release it, you bring it down like so. And when you set it down, you'll notice that you have pins here. You just pop out the pin, you extend the leg or retract the leg. Simply put the pin back in. What's important though is that this plate is sitting as close to the sill plate as possible, so the door has clearance to close. Come back around here. We have our ladder. It's very important that you go ahead, inspect your roof every time you go camping. Right in the center up above there, that is a pre-wired designated area for your backup camera if you choose to get one. And this is you can get the rack for this to go ahead and tow bicycles. Here's our plug-in. As you can see, there's a little light right here that shows you that you have power going to the unit. It's important when you plug it in that you turn it and twist and lock it and put the lock on it. Right here, I always suggest that you go ahead and you put some silicone on a rag and wipe down your seals on the sides and on the top and underneath. It keeps them from dry rotting. Right here is our furnace. Highly recommend you get the screen that goes over the furnace that stops mud divers and waspers from building a nest. This is our hot water tank. Simply pull that open. That's an anode rod. It's a 1 1/16 inch socket that goes on that. What's important here is when you have water going to the unit, pull your pressure release valve, make sure you have water. Then you can turn on this switch right there. Turn it on, it's a safety switch, and then you can turn on the electric or the gas inside. We'll go into this compartment right here. And we got our simple hookups right here. This is to fill our fresh water tank. Always add a little bit of bleach to that tank when you're filling it up. You simply, once it's full, you turn on your water pump and you'll have water to all your fixtures. Never drink from that tank. It's a biohazard. Right here is our black tank flush. Right here is our city water connection. That's what you're going to be hooked up to 95% of the time. And then our black tank flush works just like this. We simply hook up our sewer line to this. We go ahead and go for our waste, our black tank. We open up that. Then we come up here and we hook a hose to this, turn on the water. That's rinsing the tank as it's discharging. Wait for 5 minutes, disconnect the water, let the waste finish discharging, then go ahead and open up our gray tanks for a final rinse. And then you're good to go. This is an outside shower that has hot and cold water, so you can use this to clean out your sewer hose. You got wonderful storage under here with lights that go on and off. right here, this is our propane. And inside here, you will see a directional arrow. So this arrow is pointing over here, so it's drawn from this line to this tank. If you want it from the other tank, you just flip that around, just like that. It'll be drawn from the other tank. Make sure you do open up your tanks, though. Over here is our automatic leveling control. Simply push the two buttons like I did. It'll show a solid green arrow. When you hit auto level, it'll start flashing. It'll auto level out for you. Once you got still a solid green arrow or green dot there, it's done with this leveling. All you have to simply do is hit hitch height, and it'll bring it to the moment where you left off on the truck. It'll bring it right to that level. It's easy hookup. Underneath here. Wow. All right, here's our battery storage. We have two batteries. This is our inverter here, that little switch I showed you how to turn that on when you go ahead and you start pulling down the road. Other than that, just read your instruction manual on that.
Battery disconnect.
And your battery disconnects are right here. You have two of them. You use that when you're putting the unit in storage. Other than that, always leave those battery disconnects in the on position so it charges your battery. Right here is the vent for your battery. On the other side here, we have our other propane tank. Another important thing, never exchange your tank. Always just have your tank full. They're new tanks. Right here is your startup kit that we give you over here at Great Escapes RV Super RV Center. Here's our reducing plug for 30 amp service. If you do use a 30 amp service, keep in mind you can only run one AC. Right here we got another light. We got a hookup for a TV outside if you want with the power. Huh? Oh, and right here, this is to lower our tire, to run in our slides, and do our jacks if they were to fail. They won't fail though. This is a great unit. Right here is our outdoor kitchen. Keep in mind, you have to dump the water when you're using this faucet here. There's no drain for it. Right here's our outside burners. Real simple, you just flick it to the light and use a stick lighter to light it, and away you'll go. That burns off of our propane tanks itself. Right here is our propane line, which we are going to connect right down over here. Up underneath, as you can see, you're just going to connect it with the quick connect, turn on the gas, and you'll be good. This simply just tucks underneath for storage. Slide it in, make sure you lock it on both ends. And you have a 110 refrigerator out here that runs off of 110. What's real important is you lock all your compartments while traveling. You have your outside speakers right here and your awning. Other than that, enjoy your RV from Great Escape Super RV Center. My name's Colin, and have a great camping adventure.
On a new adventure, wherever we go, thanks to Great Escapes RV.